In this particular scenario, the hare is controlling the vehicle while the fox is situated in the passenger seat. I consistently keep the GPS application open to carefully monitor our route. Our primary objective is to remain as inconspicuous as possible.
Oh no, there are many people.
It's fine, they're just there.
Here is Sarah, 23 years old. Her profession is a private detective, a job that more and more women are taking up.
At this moment, it necessitates utmost concentration since it is presently the peak hour.
She is in the middle of tracking an adultery case on the Côte d'Azur. In the car she is following, there is the fox, the mistress in jargon, and the hare, the unfaithful husband who left his wife and child 6 months ago.
We have already observed that the gentleman was living with the lady. We just need to prove that they have a confirmed relationship, so we need to see some gestures of affection.
These pieces of evidence the wife can present in court during the divorce for fault. A breach of marriage rules that will lead to damages for the guilty party.
At this moment, we are currently in a holding pattern to initiate a surveillance operation, so we are anticipating the couple's departure from the residence. This will allow us to follow them and determine if we can observe any indications of affection. Before, I was a law student and it was a profession I liked. I enjoyed the legal aspect, but actually I couldn't see myself doing that for my entire life. I wanted a job without routine. One day I heard about this profession. I looked into it and started the adventure without knowing if I'd like it. When I finished training, I was instantly captivated. I have no plans to leave. Now it's time to proceed. Let's move forward. So, it is currently 11:13, so I'm going to inform him. She might decide to accompany him, or she could possibly go shopping or run some errands. Individuals possess their own distinct lives as well. For instance, she is currently making her way towards the entrance of a kitchenware store. Consequently, what we are intending to do is to park directly opposite from it. I think she went to take her daughter to dance. Yeah, she's in a tutu. The automobile is positioned over there. She departed heading in this direction, therefore she should pass by that specific location. She retrieves the vehicle at exactly 11:25. She continues to move onward. It's been a month that we've been working on this file, but it's not a continuous month. Actually, we do a day here, a day there, so now it's getting complicated because we have 4. We refer to these as buffer vehicles because they provide visual buffers. Now it's going to become more intricate since we have a truck. Moreover, it is obstructing my view, so I am unable to see it anymore at this moment. If she leaves and doesn't come back for the day, we've actually wasted an entire day that could be important and interesting. So now I can't see her anymore. We were approximately 2 minutes away from her residence, so I'm going to swiftly verify if she has returned home. If she has not, we will attempt to discover an alternative solution. The gate is currently open, indicating that someone passed through not long ago. We shall avoid getting into her line of sight because she needs to parallel park, and there is a possibility she might notice us. We're back at the house now. We don't know when it's going to start up again. In any case, there's a good chance that the mom will go back to pick up her daughter from dance school. For the time being, I believe we should wait for at least an hour. Being a woman in this particular profession comes with its own set of advantages and disadvantages. The advantages include the fact that individuals tend to be significantly less suspicious of us. However, you see, it is indeed a profession that can potentially be dangerous for a woman. We are exposed to various risks, more than an average woman, since we often find ourselves in locations late at night, alone, sometimes in neighborhoods that aren't particularly safe. Sometimes we're waiting for hours and hours, and then we have to leave immediately, and then it becomes calm again. It's a very solitary job, and we're warned about it from the start. And you absolutely have to understand how to be self-reliant and at ease with your own company. If you're not at ease with yourself, and you lack the ability to manage solitude, you'll have ample time to ponder over everything, to question yourself 1,001 times, and it can significantly impact a person's morale and drive. My suggestion is to listen to several engaging podcasts. Occasionally, perhaps a hint of music, but it should remain at a moderately low volume, just enough so that my mind doesn't become overly bored. Then it starts once again.
Certainly. At this particular moment, we are in the process of departing. She is presently accompanying him. Therefore, they are together at this time.
Yeah, in terms of distance, we're good. The objective is for him to perceive us as minimally as possible in his rearview mirror. Thus, if we can maneuver into compact spaces to ensure we remain in his mirror view as infrequently as possible, that would be optimal. So we construct the roundabouts to be quite circular, ensuring that he doesn't observe us excessively. And Asgar is positioned over there. I believe it's going to proceed towards the beach. I'll assess what is necessary.
I've strategically positioned my camera so that I don't have to look directly at them, and from a distance, they won't be able to discern my actions. Therefore, I'm endeavoring to capture photographs of them, engaging in a kiss. I am endeavoring to accomplish this as discreetly as possible. However, what is occurring with this couple? It seems to me that he is the one attempting to get closer to her rather than vice versa. He leans in a bit. He looks at her often. She is more on her phone, looking into the distance. I think we're going to see something interesting. We just need to be patient. Given the presence of children, I believe they are endeavoring to handle it rather discreetly. Occasionally I experience a sense of intruding upon couples, that's certain.
Then, I am aware that it is also a vocation for a noble cause. That is to say, our objective is to uncover the truth to the greatest extent possible and furnish evidence.
It remains something that is very important for people, whether individuals or businesses.
They all have the right and need to know the truth, which is why they turn to us.
I hold the perspective that it is fundamentally something that intrinsically connects all detectives. This profound and deeply rooted aspiration to uphold justice and meticulously uncover the truth. And there you have it. And there you have it.
We captured the kiss in an impeccable manner. The photograph is absolutely flawless. They are distinctly recognizable.
And we can clearly observe that they are genuinely kissing. I am extremely satisfied. Additionally, it's quite warm, so it feels quite pleasant. This implies we can relax a little bit.
All of this work has been thoroughly completed. We were able to successfully prove that they are indeed in a romantic relationship, and furthermore, they openly display it in front of the children. Therefore, it's an extremely positive sign.
Very good sign for the investigation. A mission accomplished.